Good morning. I am, we, say we, treating it as a second person here. We are at an old park here in Portland that I've hunted quite a few times. It is a very big park, and I know it's been here for a really long time, but I've never had much luck here. And I think last night I was thinking back, I think I've only found maybe 4 silver coins here. And this park is huge. And it's been occupied by a lot of people over the years. There's an old picnic grove, no luck. They used to do soapbox races in that area. Just some wheat pennies, no silver. So I'm heading my way up and over the hill to an area that I call Square Nail Mound. Basically, it's like a little square nail hill. There's a little area up there for some little falsing high tones, and they're square nails. So it was always a good spot for me to find square nails. Big ones, small ones, just weird. I don't know why, square nails. So I'm going up there and I'm going to detect up around there. Dave, I think, found a Standing Liberty quarter over on the one side once, and but yeah, so we're here in the beautiful fall foliage. Fog, I'm hoping today is going to clear up a little bit, not get too hot. It's supposed to only be maybe in the 50, 51 today, but it's great right now as long as it doesn't rain. Small chance of it, but yeah, this should be nice. See all the people in here, a lot of people walking, but this park's been busy for years, and problem is it doesn't really have any necessarily designated areas. It's just, the picnic grove is the only one that's designated, but it's pretty empty. Well, let's see how we go. First dig so far, I didn't dig it, was a memorial penny, and I'm just started, so this is my first. Basically, I've only been here for 5 minutes, and here we go. Well, so far I picked up a quarter and a dime and a little bling here that's junk. Under tree. It doesn't even, there's beads and other beads just kind of floating around in here. But I think this is just pure junk. There's only one little thing of metal there, but it looks like it's junk. Any hoot, I'm gonna keep going. I'm kind of detecting under the trees. I went under the big tree. People seem to sit under the tree, so let's see if I can pick up anything. Making my way up those stairs to the top of the hill. Alright, let's see what this one is. It's coming in a little too loud for my liking. It's got a little iron painting in the middle. Just a little too shallow. But it's definitely got a little bit of garbage around it, which is kind of chopping the signal, which is what I like. Because, see, the one thing I wanted to try is the Manicore, especially in iron, because with E-trac, iron sounds the same as your high conductives. But with the new technology, with the Knox and all those things, which I really do regret not getting the Knox, but and learning it, so that I would be able to say, this is better or not better or equal, half the price basically. But I wanted to come to places that I know had a lot of iron, so that I could see You know, there are those ones, you know, so if you have iron next to a conductive target, it's depending on the separation in the coil and all that stuff, your recovery speed, it's going to be, it may not necessarily be a super good tone. It's going to be clipped, choppy. It's going to potentially be good in one direction and slightly disappear in another. So all of those factors come into play. Oh, it's right there. It's a coin, but it looks like it's a clad dime. All these things come into play when you're comparing like the E-trac. So with E-trac, the iron sounds like the conductive. So if you have it discriminated out, it still could clip and bleed over. Therefore, sometimes the iron will always sound like a high tone. So if you don't have a conductive target next to the iron, and the iron is big enough or it bleeds into your your target range area, you'll get that high tone, and it will sound kind of like this, where you get like potentially two tones clipping. So it's a little different. It's a learning curve, whereas the E-trac, you know, you kind of just you dug a lot more iron, and with this, you know, you can get sometimes that high tone and that mix. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good target, but better chances that the target's going to be there versus the iron, or both. Well, we'll find out together. There's the indentation for the dime, but there's something else in the coin, the hole. And I don't know what it is. I didn't check the date on that. You know, I just lost my magnifying glass. I hope it just fell out in my truck. But I'm curious to see what the other target is in here. I have a feeling. I don't know. I have a feeling it might be maybe part of a nail. Oh yeah, look at that right there. So there's something else still in the hole. We'll get all these out of here. Oh, I think, is that it right there? I'll show you what I found outside the hole here in just a second. But right there. Okay, so, oops, where'd it go? Right there. And I'm assuming there's more. So it's picking out the stuff that, and look how small, that's a square nail. Pretty sure that's a square nail. Yeah, that's definitely a square nail. And like I said, this is what I call square nail mound or square nail hill. This little section right here where I'm at is where I've picked up, I've picked up over there beautiful long square nails, and pretty good preserved under a bush. And then I've picked up some small ones and other size ones in here. I bet you if I keep digging in here, I'm going to find more square nails. So, but I would honestly like to see an old silver coin in and around, but I have a feeling I'm going to find a lot of these little square nails mixed in. Wow, what is going off here? Anyways, I will get this going again in a second and find everything that there is here to find, and then lay it out here, show you what I've got. I think that's part of another nail or something. Oops, sorry. Anyways, I'll dig it and I'll show you everything I find. It's probably going to be about 3 or 4 nails right there. Well, in the hole was another piece of a square nail, a couple pieces of iron, and something else is in there. It's really big, but I went over with the coil and it's telling me it's iron. It's too big, too deep, and I'm giving up on that one. But yep, square nails. I want to see a barber around some of those square nails somewhere in here. Well, I had to figure out why. You can't see my screen at the moment. Let's see. Well, I'm standing before a blank Harvey Scott statue because I had to look it up real quick, and I found out that it was torn down by vandals, and Harvey Scott was a women's right opponent. So a little bit there, about for 87 years, the statue stood here. It said through here that the statue weighed a lot, and just one of the arms of the statue weighed over 100 pounds. Took two people to pick it up and carry it off. You'll see the statue here in a second, right here. So that big old statue used to sit right in front of me. I'll show you that in a second. So that was KGW News in Portland, Oregon. So let me go out, and here's the blank. No statue, and where it used to sit. So this is located in Mount Tabor Park, which is where I'm at. Ironically, I found a silver rosy like right here. You think that it would have been found, it wasn't very shallow. Years ago, I found it right there. So Mount Tabor Park, like I said, is very huge. Maybe I'll throw some details in. But it's a beautiful park. If you ever come into Portland, Oregon, people come here to bike and especially walk through. And in the fall with the colors right now, it's pretty beautiful. There's a nice, beautiful overlook just up top here of the city. Good sunsets, and just a very enjoyable park for the whole family. Just know that you're going to be going up and down a lot of hills here. So even on these trails that are through the park itself, there's not a lot of area that you can actually detect. I mean, granted, there may have been somebody walking through the woods at one time, and but we're going to an area, let's see, right below me, I think. I get a little lost in the park. Trying to find, there's a water reservoir right down here. You can kind of see it, but there's also this grassy area where a lot of people like to hang out. And I found a few wheat pennies in there, so I might go do there. And then there's Poison Oak Hill up over there, and then there's the on this side's the picnic grove. So I'll hit a few of those areas, and then make my way back to the truck and go to another location afterward. But somewhere, gosh, I am kind of lost. Somewhere, I thought it was right here, is where they used to do the Boxford Derby races, but I am lost. Oh, it's up here to my right. All right, I'm gonna shut up now and pull out my detector and start walking this slope. So this is where they used to do the boxcar soapbox races. I found some wheat in through here, but no silver. And this is Poison Oak Hill up in here. It literally is posted. I think sometimes in the summer you'll see signs. So literally that is called Poison Oak Hill up there. But anyways, I'm gonna meander this again and head on up. Well, as you probably guessed, I don't have silver, but this would be mostly the viewing slope for the soapbox races. I have hit this area before. I'm hitting this slope again And I think I just got myself my first weedie of the day. Yay. I don't know if I can get a date on that, but first weedie of the day. Hopefully silver follows. You can actually kind of see the old race line tracks in here. And that's where we're headed. So from the Soapbox slope, the top of the hill, this is the picnic grove. And I've meandered this a few times and nothing. I'm going to give it a quick walk down and turn around, and then basically heading that way toward the playground and out of here. Oh, but yep, this was the picnic grove on the old map. Well, good morning. This is Irving Park in Portland. It's an old park with a really nice old established neighborhood around the park. It's been here, I mean, I know it's pre-50 for sure. It's probably more like probably 1930s. I've been here quite a few times and never really had much luck. I think I have only found maybe 1 or 2 silvers here on multiple hunts, maybe a few wheat pennies. I think even the people I've come with we've never really found much here, and it's pretty sad because it should have a lot. This baseball diamond on the old aerial photo was in this location. There's a baseball diamond up on the upper level that is now over here where the infield's over here, but on the old aerial it's up on the top side. But I've hunted that, knowing that the field has changed a little bit and everything, and not much luck. But so far, this is my second dig. Wheat penny. It was down probably 7 inches. Really scratchy. I'm hunting in 5. I found this one in 6 recovery, but I'm switching back to 5. I tested it over at 2. It still sounded good in 5. A lot of trash in through here, hunting along the fence line or the tree line, and I've hunted all of this before. So I have about 3.5 hours today. This is a little bit of a park drive. I had to cut my day short today, but well, I'm expecting to find silver, only because of this guy right here. I've really grown to trust what I'm hearing, and I think it's going to be able to pick out stuff that I wasn't digging before. So let's keep going. All right, another weedy. This was blaring. It was only 4 inches down. I thought it might be silver, but then it's like, oh, it's too shallow. There's nothing around it. It's too not iffy, It's just, but it's a wheat penny, and it was just pounded out. Boom. This little area of Irving Park, I've made a pass and gridded all this. There's the basketball court over there. It's really nice, like a knoll over here. I've hit this area before. Of course, I haven't been here a ton because it's not super close to home, but I have been here without a whole lot of luck, like I said. So I'm going to give this knoll is just beautiful because of the old trees in here. The other side of the park, on the other side over there, they're actually doing some construction. I don't know what they're doing, but tearing it up. Don't have access to that. Before I go, I'll probably hit the baseball fields again a little bit, but yeah. And there's this old church right here across the street, so I might have to hit a little bit of this knoll down here, and then I'm gonna hit this and see if I can pick out anything else more like this. But this thing just bammed. I mean, I don't know how anybody ever missed this. Just bam, bam. All right, weedy number 3. So it's 3 sweets to no silver yet. 3. That's number 4. 5 inches. Grading this area. Not exactly the silver that I was looking for, but silver I will take. It's a ring. Or it's a piece of pipe. Oh, good. Not bent, not bent. So is it a ring or is it a piece of pipe? Looks like a ring. Sweet. These coming in about 81. Had to dig around a few roots there. Nice. This is nice. Well, I won't say reset the week clock because it's a coin that I'll reset that clock with, but nice. At least I walked away with something silver today. We'll take that. So far I think I've got 4 Wheaties I think, and dug quite a few pennies just recently. All right, moving on. Take it. Well, I didn't notice it until I got this cleaned up, but it has a little carving on the inside. It says to Julie, spelt with an E. With my love, George. And Sterling. That's kind of nice. I hope he didn't misspell her name and then realized it and said, "Oh shoot, I can't give this to her," and then just tossed it. You never know. Could have happened. Well, not too much to show for today. The junk, the clad, and the good. So only like what is that, like 50, maybe $1 or something, $1.05 in clad, and 4 Wheaties and a little sterling ring, which is nice. I did find silver. I said I was gonna find silver today, but not quite what I was hoping for. I was hoping for more. Anyways, that's it for today's hunt. Thanks for watching.